For the 2 minutes, the first, in case if you are going for the speech first, 1 minute 50 seconds, the first bell goes. After that, that is the warning bell for you. The second bell goes exactly 2 minutes. Please wind up your speech. That is the first one. And second one, your
grade 11C, and I am applying for the positions of school vice captain and deputy activity coordinator for the grade 11 council. Being part of the council twice before, I have learned and understood so much more on what it takes to actually be a leader, and I've learned to incorporate those skills in real life. A good leader should be a good listener and have a goal and vision to uphold for the school. I believe a leader should have good communication skills in order to communicate with their team freely. I am a grade 8 Trinity College of London's drama and communication skills student, so I can only hope that my skills in this category are satisfactory. Teamwork is also a very essential skill when it comes for a leader. You should be able to work in a team and you should be open to criticism from your team members. In the past few years, including the hard COVID times, I have been involved in several leadership roles, and these have actually helped me to open my eyes.
Second, we have Sahasra Buddharaj. Good morning, one and all. My name is Sahasra Buddharaju, and I am contesting for the school's vice captain position primarily and secondarily for the deputy activity coordinator. You may all very well recognize me from my newspaper's interview as the UAE topper. And by far, I will say honestly, that has been my greatest achievement in my life. And it has pushed me, it has truly pushed me to give my best performance in anything I do. Now, looking back at my experiences as a student, I have come to realize the true ethics and mindset behind a leader. The path to leadership is accompanied by companionship, confidence, and self-awareness. One would be lost in communication without these few qualities and would certainly not be able to achieve in any of their objectives. Furthermore, I strongly believe that a honed sense of judgment and management would add yet another feather to your cap along your journey as a leader. If I were to describe myself in 3 simple aspects, it would go along the terms of being a creative thinker, a versatile planner, and a dedicated visionary. I am one of those people who values organization above all else and believe that it would bring about greater efficiency and also induce a better sense of control in those difficult situations. Additionally, being a creative thinker has always helped me develop more of an innovative perspective in daily situations, with
grade 11A, and I'm contesting for the post of vice captain, school vice captain, my first preference, and deputy activity coordinator, my second preference. I would start by thanking JSSIS for giving us this opportunity to build our leadership skills, at the same time represent and truly take our school above, ahead, and beyond. The school has played a major role in developing my personality and who I am today, so it's time for me to give back. I would start by mentioning about the events that in the past few years have shaped my I would like to have enough and good quality sports equipment, fixed projectors, and always make a place where everyone can come in and contribute. Finally,
Very good morning to everyone. I am Suhani Sharma of 11B, contesting for the position of Vice Captain primarily and Deputy Activity Coordinator secondly. As everybody already knows, I am here to express my views on idealistic leadership and to give reason to nominate me for my desired post. And I am about to do so, but with a small visual analogy. What I have here is my script, written last night, barely memorized, and perfectly composed thought. Your analogy for a perfect plan. What, however, isn't ideal or perfect in this scenario is what all of us future leaders have to face on a daily basis, which is the perfect plan going wrong because of the most unexpected reasons. So here, I am about to abandon my own perfect plan. An ideal leader is someone who is adaptable, accountable, a good decision maker, a pillar of support for their team. But who is an ideal leader to that core? Yes, all of that. But who?
In my humble opinion, an ideal leader is someone who can represent their team while still being a true part of it, and someone who can inspire via action. And no, I am not about to say that I am an ideal leader just for the sake of abandoning that specific piece of paper, but I will say that I strive to achieve this vision of an ideal leader in a non-ideal world, and I will work hard for it, for you, the students. What isn't ideal though, and what everybody fails to understand, is that the leaders not only gain their strength from themselves, but they gain it from their team. This is a beautiful journey of accepting your own flaws and learning from the team, which is what, in my opinion, is also what a leader comprises of. What I visualize is an opportunity for extracurricular opportunities for different kinds of students, because we are not built from the same mold, and all of us have unique talents, right? So the goal is to unite these similarities, not one, not two, but the whole student community flourishes, and our school is enriched with talent. With this, we come to the end of my massive advertisement, and here's my campaign.
Vote for Sahani, everyone!
In the words of Abraham Lincoln, the former President of the United States of America, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Today, this election gives us an exceptional opportunity to make our years at this school count. My name is Adam Fayaz, and today I'm contesting for the role of Vice School Captain and Vice Tagore House Captain. Now, what is a good leader? A good leader is someone who is driven to succeed, someone who has a clear vision. However, I believe that a great leader is someone who has drive, vision, and most importantly, the skill of communication. A great leader must be able to assess situations and know how to communicate with who under which circumstance. I believe that I am a great leader and the best person to take up this role, because I have been qualified by Trinity College London as the UAE topper for the communication skills examination. I will take my best efforts to introduce positive changes for the school. And I'm not just saying this for me. I want the welfare of the students. I will take up positive changes like introducing blood donation drives to increase the parent engagement, and overall more volunteering opportunities like organizing iftars for the laborers during Ramadan. As someone who has been studying in this school for as long as I can remember, it has almost become like a second home to me. The teachers and students like my family. Vote for me if you want your voice to be heard, your ideas to be considered, and your experience at JSS International School to be the best that it can be. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to lie, walking onto this stage and addressing so many people after those amazing speeches is quite nerve-wracking. But that is what activities are for, to help you get over this fear. There is this famous quote: the beautiful thing about fear is when you run towards it, it runs away. I am Gautam Bose of class 11B, and I will be running for the prestigious post of Deputy Activity Coordinator. To begin with, I will organize teacher-student events to help tether a strong bond between the two communities, with events ranging from football to quizzes to other fun and exciting events. The next step towards bringing the school back to its pre-COVID levels of activity would be to reinstate and help coordinate the proper functioning of clubs, while adding even more clubs, which would be run by the students, of the students, and for the students. These clubs would provide a platform for students to express themselves in cross-curricular fields that they would not ordinarily find themselves in a class environment. Along with this, competitions that involve using STEM to create useful machines out of recycled waste, such as old newspapers and cans, will be hosted by the school. Electing me as the activity coordinator would ensure the proper and regular functioning of clubs and other such competitions, all while knowing that you have elected someone who embodies the ideals of other students, teachers, and everyone around me. Thank you.
I have been a part of the school's Gavel Club, that is Toastmasters, since I was 8, and yet here I am improvising the speech because I believe that's the best I can do. Hello everyone, I am Ananya Nayak and I am contesting for the post of Deputy Activity Coordinator and Deputy Discipline Coordinator. I have performed the role of Deputy Activity Coordinator before in middle school, and I was selected for Discipline Coordinator, but unfortunately I could not fulfill my role because I had to shift schools. Now there's a saying in Sanskrit that my mom tells me very often, Atiyam sarvatra varjit, meaning excess of anything is never good. And I believe to be a leader, the first thing you should be able to do is balance things. Not just balancing the team, not just balancing your opinion, making sure your opinion doesn't get interference, but it's also balancing everything else. A good leader is not someone who's flawless, someone who can never make mistakes. A good leader is someone who has it in them to accept their mistakes and own up to it, and setting an example by doing so. Now, to do so, you will need communication skills. And though humans are social beings, some of us are awkward, some of us are good at it, some of us are bad at it. And that's beside the point, but good communication skills are sometimes not enough, contrary to popular belief, devil's in the details. And just to communicate with your team and saying the points out loud is not something that's going to help. Actually, acting upon it is something that would help. A good leader is someone who isn't someone who just walks up on stage and says shiny things, makes shiny promises, then walk away with a badge and a duty to perform. A good leader is someone who actually listens to the students and brings their dreams into reality. Under my leadership, I envision acceptance. I want to create opportunities and something for everyone to do. And as Talaya sir said, something for everyone to be a candle and not ice cream. Something for everyone to go above, ahead, and beyond for. What remain? Thank you.
Respected teachers and fellow students, good morning. I'm Krisha Bhatt from 11C and I'm running for the position of House Vice Captain of Tennyson and Deputy Activity Coordinator. As said by Warren Bennis, leadership is the capacity to turn your vision into reality. As a leader, I will work and conduct efficiently with the team and communicate and strategize effectively. I am also extremely hardworking and will give my best effort on any task given to me. More importantly, you can always trust me in maintaining high morale and mutual respect. Being students ourselves,
Good afternoon, dear students and respected teachers. I am Nur Habiba and I stand before you to explain why I think I qualify to be a member of the leadership team. Ideally, the Vice Captain of Wordsworth of 2022, which is my primary preference, and Deputy Activity Coordinator as my second. I am aware of the privileges and optimistic that I am a viable candidate. I promise to work hard and be an effective leader in the school of which you will be proud. Firstly, I want to share my ideas of who I consider is a good leader. A good leader always listens and communicates with their fellow teammates and their peers. An important quality as it assists in understanding the situation so that the best decision can be made. And some other qualities that should be present in a successful leader is honesty, responsibility, and humility, as it leads to increased collaboration and a more compassionate leadership style. Secondly, I would like to explain what this position means to me. It's more than a badge, popularity, or a fancy title. It's an opportunity to have a positive impact on the students and the staff and the experience at our school. I strive to treat everyone fairly and be as inclusive as possible. Under my leadership, we will not only have more inter-house competitions, but also communicate with their students in their houses, and being role models of sportsmanship will be a priority. I pledge to dedicate myself to serving.
Good afternoon, friends and teachers. Okay, I, Ashutosh Bera from 11B, I'm here. Oh, stage right, okay. I, Ashutosh Bera from 11B, I'm here to. Oh my god.
Come on, come on.
I, Ashutosh Bera, I'm here to run for the post of Deputy Activity Coordinator and alternatively the post of Wordsworth House.
Good afternoon, everyone. It feels like a blink away when I was in grade 9 and I wish I was directly in grade 11.
You may wonder why. Well, I couldn't wait to be in the student council. For some context, I was a student council member in grade 8 and I was there to take part in all these events that we had organized like the market day, the quiz, and I realized how much I love this work. And it is no secret that a person who loves their work does a great job at it. I am Kavya Parmar and I am contesting for the role of the Vice Captain and the Deputy Activity Coordinator. I have a lot of different ideas that I want to bring to life. They're not only fun and productive, but they will make the school year a memorable one for you. One of the ideas that I'm passionate about is starting a school drama club and other clubs that are pertaining to the student interests. I also want to look into cultural events, theme-based activities like theme weeks, sustainability, house competitions, etc. I promised my time and commitment to work together with you all and make sure that each and every voice is heard and happy. I also want to look into the school vision, that is, for all of us to be great leaders. Now, that makes me question, who really is a great leader? Well, from what I have learned from leaders in my life, I think a leader is the one who is there for their people, who gives the right people the right opportunity at the right time. So, they should be also having good critical thinking skills so that they can take difficult decisions. I also want to look forward into things that I've done as a leader. I was selected among 200 different candidates across UAE for a student club online called as Next New, where we help students with their academics and their profile. I was also part of the student leader program of Camp K-12, for which we organized metaverse coding camps for the younger sections of our school. Now, I have my friends coming over for a short little message. I am so grateful for them to be here. A fun fact about me is actually that I'm a Trinity Speech and Drama student since 7th grade, and I would not do justice to my years of learning drama in the Gabble Club if I didn't end the speech on this note. I want us and the school to grow together, above, ahead and beyond. So vote for Kavya to deepen this bond. Because we can go more from just reaching up to par by voting for Kavya Parmar. Thank you so much, everyone.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Nilay Rajpur from grade 11A and I am contesting to become the Deputy Discipline or Activity Coordinator. Today, I will be teaching you guys some qualities of a leader. I'll be talking about 3 qualities: lead by example, respecting others, and being a good listener. Lead by example. I believe that actions speak stronger than words. Therefore, my intention is to inspire others to copy my behavior. The opposite of lead by example is to say one thing and do another. The saying, do as I say, not as I do, may have hold true in the past, but in today's world, it has no place. I believe that as a leader, respect is the most important trait. Respect means that you accept someone for whoever they are, even if you're different from them or you don't agree with them. I believe that if you have respect amongst your peers, you build a feeling of trust, well-being, and safety. Over here, I believe that all of you all are gifted and are special. I will make sure that no one here is discriminated based on their looks, race, or gender. A good listener is someone who focuses on what another person is saying and engages their ideas in a thoughtful and comprehensive way. I believe that good listening is not just about hearing what another person is saying, but to make a commitment to digest what information they are presenting and responding constructively. I believe that everyone over here should have a chance to express their thoughts to others, no matter what the situation may be. I hope you all learned something from what I just said. I hereby request you all to please vote for me, because there's no such thing as a vote that doesn't matter. It all matters. Thank you.
Serve with pride, lead with confidence, inspire to impact lives. A very good afternoon, respected teachers and my fellow students. I'm Shreya Vinod Kumar of grade 11C, and I'm contesting for the post of Tagore House Vice Captain and Deputy Discipline Coordinator. I believe that learning and leadership are indispensable to one another. My goal is to lead by example. You can trust me. Did I not mention that my leadership qualities were built from scratch at this very institution? A successful leader is one who is a skilled communicator. I
I recently received a certificate of distinction for communication skills from the Trinity College in London. I have done several leadership roles at Smart Champs to enhance my leadership abilities. I moderated numerous debates and balance between my duties as a leader and my academics. Opportunity for me to give back to the teachers and the management who have mentored me for the past several years and shaped me to the person I am today. My school is my number one.
Knowledge, self-control. These three alone lead life to sovereign power, said by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Namaskar, or good afternoon everybody. I'm Shrishti Kumar and I'm contending to be your next Tennyson House Vice Captain or Deputy Discipline Coordinator, the latter being my first preference. Through the years I've been in this school has given me amazing opportunities to prove myself. I've not only excelled at academics, but also have represented the school in various competitions pertaining to public speaking, sustainability, science, and business ventures. In my opinion, Tennyson's trinity of excellences beautifully describe the qualities a true leader must possess. In addition to this, responsible behavior, empathy, and clear vision define a good leader. I wish my practicality, I make no unrealistic promises. After talking to some of you and getting your opinions, all your opinions matter. I, Shrishti Kumar, promise my teachers that I will uphold the principles of the school, empower the house system, and develop a student-driven society. I promise my fellow students to create more co-curricular activities such as journalism clubs, CV enhancement workshops, and internship opportunities, amongst many more. If elected, I promise the student council members to hear all your ideas and be as inclusive as possible. Vote for Shreshti to take this school from great to best to Shresht. Thank you so much for your time.
What if JSS was a tight-knit community? What if the teachers and students had no friction between them? That's what the school would be like under my leadership. I am contesting for the position of Wordsworth House Vice Captain and Deputy Discipline Coordinator. I'm Cheryl Kingston from 11A. A good leader is someone who is civic-minded and is always open to new ideas, relies on good communication to bridge the gap between teachers and students, able to delegate tasks and coordinate with their team to obtain expected results punctually, takes the opinions of the student body seriously and brings solutions that benefit the school on the whole. And I believe I possess these qualities. Almost a year ago, I was a part of a non-profit organization called Evolution Hope, which was based in Peru and helped children who were affected by the pandemic by providing supplies and sending them periodic letters. This initiative I took taught me a lot. As a project manager and a content writer, I learned that even the...
Who should be JSSIS's next Blue House Vice Captain?
Cheryl Kingston. Cheryl Kingston, obviously. Cheryl Kingston, duh. Cheryl Kingston, Cheryl.
Thank you.
As a fellow Wordsworth member, I think Cheryl would be the second best option after me. Thank you.
Hi everybody. Hi. I'm super nervous. My palms sweating. I might drop the mic. Okay. I'm Ananya Pavati, a student of Section A of grade 11. I've been at this school since I was in KG1. Now I'm 16 years old and I've been contesting for the position for a place on the student council since I was in the 8th grade. I was nominated then but not selected, but you guys can change that. The two posts that I've applied for are House Vice Captain of Shakespeare, the Yellow Housing Guy, and Deputy Activity Coordinator. I've always liked learning languages. In the 2nd grade, I was the first runner-up for the national level Royal Spelling Bee. I still remember. parachute. Nevertheless, that was a proud moment in my life because that's when I won my first medal. Now, throughout my life, I have a series of academic achievements, but my sports achievements started maybe when I was in middle school. And I've performed as part of a dance team at Global Village and at Dubai Expo thrice. Anybody who knows me personally knows I love dance. In 2020, I volunteered for a few weeks at Pet Shop DIV.
I'm Chetan Devadiga of grade 11A and I'm contesting for Shakespeare House Vice Captain and the Deputy Discipline Coordinator, with my first preference being the Vice Captain of Shakespeare House. Talking about my achievements, I have a black belt in Karate Dan 1 and 3 gold medals and 4 bronze trophies in Karate. I think a good leader is a leader who is focused on his goals, flexible with all his team members, an innovative, good listener, patient, honest, courageous, and transparent.
And Deputy Activity Coordinator, with Tagore House Vice Captain being my first preference. I'm an avid listener, efficient in time management, decisive in my actions, and goal-oriented. I honestly believe that the very essence of leadership is that one has a clear vision. My vision for the school is to revive the strong inter-house rivalry between houses. Inter-house rivalry has always been embedded in our school culture, but unfortunately has never been expressed strongly. I would like to revive it by trying to push for various inter-house events in our school. Since I'm one of the very few FIDE rated chess players in the school with a classical rating of 1435, I would push for regular chess tournaments between houses if I were elected Deputy Activity Coordinator. I have also participated in 7 chess tournaments conducted by the Dubai Chess and Culture Club, and therefore I'm well aware of the procedures to conduct a chess tournament. Since I'm contesting for a position in the student council, student interest will be my topmost priority. Keeping the interest of students in mind, I would like to set up a chess club for the school. The chess club would help in creating a school chess team which can compete in various chess tournaments and bring back glory to our school. This would further assist students to get FIDE ratings, which is internationally recognized by universities, and thereby could help in profile building for college applications. Me being elected as Deputy Activity Coordinator or Tagore House Vice Captain will result in translating.
I hope you guys had a good Ganesh Chaturthi. I would like to start off with a quote by William Arthur Ward. Leadership is based on inspiration, not domination. It's based on cooperation, not intimidation. My idea of a perfect leader is a person who is easily accessible and who pays heed to others' queries, and also a person who can act swiftly and a good problem solver. So what qualities do I have which make me a good leader? You might be asking. Many people was complimented my hardworking nature and perseverance, and also I intend to be a flexible leader who is keen to listen to others' queries and suggestions to, for example, help a smooth running of a major program. As everyone can see, so now I'm going through all the problems which I'm going to solve throughout if you guys vote for me. So as we can see, in front of the canteen, there's a huge line. There's a huge line for everyone waiting for their food. So there's a simple solution to this. Basically, to allow the cafeteria staff to have more counters so that they can more counters, and split these counters on either the basis of either the food served or the grade of the students. Now the second problem is that parents are not getting the information of the various activities which are being conducted by the school. There's a really easy solution to this problem, which is basically uploading the circulars on a fixed day so that the parents know when everything is happening. I know our house has a lot of talented individuals, and I hope I can be working with you guys. My name is Sanjay Ramkumar, and I'm contesting for Vice Captain for my house, Tagore, and Deputy Activity Coordinator. Now I would like to pass on to Nilay, who is going to campaign for me.
Guys, trust me, Sanjay is one of the greatest friends I've ever had. Please vote for him. I assure you he'll become a good leader. Please vote for Sanjay, everybody.
Good afternoon, my fellow students and respected teachers. My name is Namrata Rajesh from grade 11, and I stand here to prove that I am fit for the role as House Vice Captain for Wordsworth as well as the Deputy Activity Coordinator. According to me, I possess the qualities as a leader, as I will take the initiative to gather members during competitions, which shows that I have responsibility during important roles. My team working skills will help people in groups, which induces coordination, which is crucial for the student council to focus as one unit. While empathizing with one another induces the student council a very compassionate name within the school. Is that we all work as a team, that we all are the pillars of support upon which the school is built. And the betterment of the student council is rests in the hands of the student members, which are the strength of the student council itself. So I prefer that policing is not an effective method to communicate with the students. So I will use many more other ways, which will acknowledge and also solve problems. I urge you all to consider me as the future house captain for Wordsworth, as well as the...
What is one thing you would want to change about this school? I often think about this and have come to a conclusion that we never have trial classes before choosing subjects in 9th and 11th. We have learned maths and science for all these years, but never commerce, economics, accounts, etc. Selecting something absolutely new without knowing what it could tell, what it has, is absolutely difficult, and it all leads to confusion. So, just like us, all the upcoming batches would also face the same problem of confusion which I now want to solve. Therefore, I want to stop this chain of this cycle, and I want to initiate a change. This is just one of the many ideas I want to implement this year. I am Yashita Malia, and I've come up here to stand up for myself and many more. I want to be the next Wordsworth House Captain or the Deputy Activity Coordinator. What do you say, Google? Who should they vote for?
Vote for Yashita.
Okay guys, vote for me. Thank you all for listening.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Zainab Hussain from class 11A, and I am contending for the position of Deputy Activity Coordinator and Wordsworth Vice Captain. Now, to begin with, I do not have a long list of achievements. I made it to the school basketball team 3 years ago, and I managed to score 92% in my 10th grade board exams. Now you might be thinking, why should a supposedly ordinary and average student such as myself be given a spot on the student council? Here's your answer. In any given situation, we are given two options. The first one being to step forward into growth or to step backwards into safety. I wish to grow, so I am going to step forward. The qualities of a good leader, which I believe I have, are that a good leader is aware of his or her faults and imperfections. A good leader is determined to correct those faults and perfect those imperfections.
Collaboration and inclusivity. To me, leadership is all about coming together and working together towards a common goal. Greetings to all students and respected teachers. I'm Komal of 11B, contesting for Wordsworth Vice Captain as first preference and Deputy Activity Coordinator as second preference. My heart was pounding in my throat and my hands were as cold as ice. It was my first time performing in front of an audience. What if I forgot the steps? What if I ruined it for everyone? That day was many, many months ago. Yet I remember it as if it was just yesterday. Having the privilege of being a member of the JSS dance team has not only provided me.
So in the words of Sadhguru, integrity, insight and inclusiveness are the three essential qualities that make a good leader. And that's my aspiration. Good morning, distinguished teachers and my dear friends. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jaden Shinoy from grade 11C, and I stand before you to present.
Good afternoon, fellow students and respected teachers. I, Sir Naik, stand before you seeking your support to be elected as the Tennyson House Vice Captain preferably and the Sports Vice Captain. I have applied for this post due to my eagerness to do my best to improve the house and give a sense of pride and belong to the students, as well as my love for sports. I would like you to know that as a house captain, I promise to support you with every step you take and to help gather more participation and enthusiasm in sports and in athletics in our school. These roles require leadership qualities, and in my consideration, I feel that Ken Williamson, my role model, is a perfect representation of such qualities. I have inculcated some of his qualities, such as effectively communicating and collaborating with my team members to efficiently solve the problem. Moreover, these roles give me an opportunity to work towards becoming a better version of myself. Due to my passion for mathematics, I have participated and won several medals in the Math Olympiads, which has taught me the importance of academics and that hard work always perseveres. This summer break, I attended an internship at Curtin University, Dubai, pertaining to programming and IT, from which I gained valuable work experience, as well as realized the true value of dedication and punctuality. To add on, I also play various sports, including cricket and football, and enjoyed track and field events as well. I have been playing club cricket for the Spring Sports Academy for the past 3 years at different tournaments, including the UE Academy League hosted by the Women's Cricket Board. This not only taught me about how team spirit is key in working together as a team, but also helped me stay physically and mentally active. As a Tennyson House Vice Captain, I would like to work alongside the student community to make a school a better place for every student here at JSSIS. Other than introducing few more clubs, such as sports and debate clubs, I hope that I will be able to make major changes, but still, I will put my all into it with the same passion I feel for sports. I have spent my whole life interested in sports, and I know for a fact that once a person has been given an opportunity, it's time for them to prove themselves, and that's what I intend to do if I get selected. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir, for your passionate speech.
Good afternoon. I'm Lavanya Kenny of grade 11A. I'm contesting for the post of the school sports vice captain. My second preference would be as the Wordsworth House vice captain. I'm a very passionate sports person and would like to help my fellow schoolmates to understand the impact sports can have in one's mental and physical health. I had the opportunity to represent the UAE in the under-19 as well as the senior women's cricket team. Our team played the Asia qualifiers in Malaysia and qualified for the inaugural ICC Under-19 T20 World Cup. I am also the record holder for being the youngest to get an international T20 hat-trick. In my opinion, a good leader is a good listener and is capable to solve problems by giving appropriate guidance. I also believe I have the abilities to be a wise leader, especially when it comes to sports, and will promise to initiate an increase in the school sports activities. I believe my experience will further motivate students to participate in sports events and help our school gain recognition in the field of sports. I look forward to the opportunity to help ignite a spirit of sportsmanship and passion for sports among my fellow schoolmates. If you believe I am an appropriate candidate for the same, kindly vote for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavanya. Now we have our last.
Good afternoon, dear friends and respected teachers. Student Council, one of the biggest achievements you can get in JSS International School. I've always tried my level best to get into the Student Council, but could never do it. Rightfully so, I wasn't academically the most brilliant child, which is definitely required for a Student Council member. But sitting in the back seat, I've learned a lot of ways to improve our school and our Student Council. I am ready to use this knowledge for the betterment of our school and Student Council. There's no bigger pride than being a part of an activity hosted by your school. Whether it is an inter-house competition, which I try my best to be a part of as many as possible, even winning a number of golds in swimming inter-house competitions. Or whether it's inter-school, where I go for a number of swimming events from the school, even winning medals in a few, such as the GMA Annual Inter-School Swim Meet and the Indian High School Inter-School Swim Meet. But none of these competitions compare to the experience I had while representing our school in the form of UAE at the ICSC Nationals, even securing a bronze medal for our school. But these are not the reasons why I want to be a part of your student council. I believe I should be a part of your student council because I'm a good communicator and maintain a good relationship between my juniors and my seniors. I am friends with current and past members of the student council and have learned from their successes and their great failures. I also speak really confidently, and I really believe that I can portray my ideas with absolute clarity. I would like to be a student council member, not only to introduce more entertaining sporting activities or more entertaining activities, but also to build a system in which we can find talented sportsmen and talented people in different fields of arts. I would like to change the system by adding more class matches and adding a sports grace mark system. I believe our school has taken the initial steps towards sports improvement, and I believe under the right direction, we can reach a whole new level. Thank you. Now I'd like to call upon my campaign member. Start. Buddy, you're a boy, it's time to go for Joshua. He's really smart, got a really big game, boy. You gotta believe in him. Here's a little game, go to the school, do it all the time. Singing, we were, vote for Joshua. We were, vote for Joshua. Buddy, he is capable, smart man, very confident and a really good sports person. Gonna help us to change the school. He's come to help us all out. Singing, we were, vote for Joshua. We were, vote for Joshua. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.